time. And I understand they don't have much time. In what setting would you be talking to the person as if you take care of them or as if you tell them what to do? You know what I'm saying? Not only that, right? I don't know why these niggas got banned. I don't know if this is the hood pop the balloon. And you already know, listen, there's nothing I'm gonna say too. You know what I mean? Now she a little healthy. And listen, I got love for them when they healthy like that. I ain't mad. But this right here, for like niggas that ain't got it like that, for niggas that be having like mad kids and shit like that, like she got the build, like the dude she talking to, these is the kind of niggas that BBWs actually be getting for real. A few years ago, when Kevin Samuels was saying to women that was 200 plus pounds, almost 40 years old with a couple of kids, talking about they waiting to get married, and when they're not gonna get married unless they get married to a man that makes six figures. And he was saying, "Yo, you as big as a linebacker, like literally, like you weigh more than a linebacker." Song, and he named his athlete and named his stats, and niggas like 6'2", and he's like 220 pounds. It's like, yo, you weigh more than a linebacker. You know what I mean? Or you as big as a linebacker. It was big as a linebacker. So anywho, we're gonna let her cook. I've been meaning to play this for a minute. My apologies.
Healed from your childhood trauma?
That was a good ass question for real.
Because I've thought about it.
Me.
So her whole tone, right? She thinks that, all right, so what she really doing is acting like a nigga. You see her facial expression? Look at her body language. This right here is classic. This is the classic big girl playbook. What she's doing is being assertive. She's being assertive with him. This shit right here, listen, nigga, I would have popped my balloon. Also, I know I ain't that old and whatnot, and this person right here is my age. If you met someone and y'all was out and about, I don't care where you at, the first thing you would not ask them about childhood trauma. What the fuck? That ain't none of your damn business. She asked him like a series of very personal questions, and then she started doing like the big mama talk. You know what I'm saying? Where she talked to you like she paid for your school clothes, like she paid for your Chinese food, like when y'all eat out on Fridays and Saturdays and nights and whatnot, she paying for that food. She paying for that. If you want that pork roll, you gotta ask her if you can get a pork roll. Mommy, can I get a pork roll? You know what I'm saying? But you gonna say, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep stopping it, man. I want you guys to see this shit.
And do you have issues with your mother? Like your mother.
Second one, she said, do you have issues with your mother? I see a nigga in the corner with a do-rag, so I'm guessing that this ain't supposed to be no it's not supposed to be like a whole group of astute gentlemen or nothing like that. And this host right here got a lot going on. But I kind of this is a real YN fit, but I mess with it. I'm like, damn, I'm at an age where I be seeing outfits that I think is kind of cool, but I wouldn't put on.
And your siblings, do they have too much control over how you move in a relationship? Is it always about them first, or is it about the person you're with?
It's a definitely
She asked him, do your relate? So basically, let me explain what's going on here. What she's doing is letting him know, and this is a really interesting play. So what women think is going to happen, is that they'll be able to manipulate. Don't get me wrong, women can manipulate things and they can sway things in their way, right? But you have to always respect when it comes to people. There has to be respect, and respect comes with the understanding that sometimes they may say no, or maybe they don't want to do that today, and I'm not going to make them. That's respect. I'm not going to try to make. If you say, yo, you know what I'm saying, or if you tell me this, all right, I'll accept that. Or okay, I'm not going to fight you about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take issue with it, right? So like that's respect. And so what they think they're going to do is, what she's trying to do is she's trying to set the tone and let him know these are the things I do not like. Pardon me. And off the rip, abusive. I always tell y'all, when girls, she's not really big like that, but that's she seems like might be a bigger girl. She seems she's kind of tall and stuff like that. But bigger women, for one, they're more likely to approach you and carry on and interact with you in very masculine energy, you know what I'm saying, where basically they talking to you as if you should be listening to them. Women have to be suggestive about shit. Like, for example, you dealing with me personally, like, yo, like when it comes to like my son, mother, and stuff like that, I'm at the point now where it's like I can't argue with you no more. I can't. I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm tired of going back and forth. And it's just like, you know what? Whatever's going to make this quicker. You know what I'm saying? Whatever makes this easier. I'm not even going to correct you. You got it. You got it. Because it's too much energy to try to, you know what I mean? And I be feeling like she kind of want me to say something. I don't know, man. I'm like, you got it, buddy.
Oh, Joe.
That's what I just say.
Oh, Joe.
Joe. So she's trying to set the tone and let her know, all right, listen, if you come over here, that's another thing too. Like, you see this more on dating profiles. I keep telling y'all, I'm going to share with y'all the dating profiles from hell. You know what? I'll say this about the dating profiles I've seen on Facebook. Women think that by writing all in their bio, women will make the whole bio about the kind of men they don't like, or basically kind of like it's a big shit talking fest. They basically say, yo, if you have these politics, don't talk to me. If you don't do this, don't talk. And it's like real talk. I'm like, well, you don't know who you turning away. That's not how relationships work. No, sometimes, not even sometimes, you gotta recognize potential. But again, you can't recognize potential without long-term thinking. You can't really say you have good long-term thinking if you have no faith. Without faith, you won't do things. You won't make good causes. Because you won't say, I should do this good thing now because it is a good thing. Stop. I will do this good thing now. That's it. And I trust, I have faith that when I do this thing that is good, it will come back to me, my family, and my community. I don't know when, and I'm not looking for it. I'm on ultra instinct when it comes to being a real nigga and being a good dude. Ultra instinct. I don't even know I'm doing it. I don't even know I'm doing it. I don't even know I'm bringing the light. I just, you know what I mean? Just,
Joe.
I am the fucking clock. I've been doing this shit a long time. I posted this video.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we doing right now.
So, also bringing up family, right? She also is trying to communicate to him that I don't want your family interfering with what I have going on with you. Basically, she's talking about her program. That's another thing too. Black women be trying to have their own program. No, you go see what his program is. She's from the get-go. She's telling them, well, this is the kind of life that you have to accept by being with me. You know what I mean? And this right here again, Angry Man, I have to go find that clip. Angry Man made a good point about how the hood dude or niggas like this are never critiqued because they're not interested or they're not trying to be the head of their household. They're not basically, and also they're not serious. Angry Man also said that how black people don't realize that people see us a certain kind of way because we're not as serious people. In 2025, black folks have to define for ourselves what does being serious mean. That's one of the reasons why I don't say. That's why I started identifying more. I'm not fucking pro-black because what y'all call pro-black is some bullshit. what you guys call pro-black is a bunch of freaking diversions, not getting no work done. All right, and the thing is, as long as men aren't just having a conversation with men, the conversation can never move towards actual action. If I don't know if I noticed or not, all these conversations are about prolonging the experience of the women having to get all the way back in a place, all the way back in it, because shit is getting real out here. It's not a game. You will lose your damn apartment fucking around. You will lose your car. You realize you will lose everything you have like this. This 50-50 bullshit gotta stop. Because, yo, you can get sick. Something can happen. You could lose your job. Like yesterday, I gave back the keys to my grandmother's place. My grandmother been staying there since I was 10 years old. No, 9 years old. I'm 37. Am I 37? I think I'm 37. I'm 37, I think. Yeah, I'm 37. 37. Yeah. I'm 37. I'm 37. Right? And I was and when I left the key in the house, I was thinking like, damn, like, I won't, say I won't have nowhere to go. if shit went left, you know what I mean? Because I always had that safety net in my grandmother's house, and I'm very grateful for that, right? And and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be all right because my job not going nowhere, and the money ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But I think about other people who don't make as much as I make. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like a lot of my money be going towards lifestyle and the payment I negotiated for my my car. I shouldn't have. I don't know. I just shouldn't have did it, man. That shit is way too high. It was way too fucking high. Anyway.
Definitely about the person I'm with. You know what I'm saying?
What do you do for a living?
I drive a city bus.
Oh, you work at Indigo.
For sure.
For sure.
So you don't have a set schedule then, right?
Nah, I keep a set schedule. I got seniority.
How long you been there?
2 years now.
How many children you have?
Got 4 of them.
How old are they?
Shit, my youngest is 3. Oldest is 11.
Do you
3?
give your baby mothers gifts on?
Now again, these questions have nothing to do. It's like she's not getting to know him. She's spending a lot of effort, putting a lot of effort into getting him on her program. You know what I'm saying? Because and also she understands. And again, women are very this is where women shine in terms of like how women can dominate socially, and men won't realize like what's going on. You know what I mean? She's setting a tone and she's letting them say. So what she's doing, she being as though she initiated the questioning, she's putting him in a certain kind of position, and in a bit of a submissive position in a way, because he's answering a lot of questions, but they're not questions that are cute or are basically that open the door for flirting. She asked about his childhood trauma, asked about this, and now she's about to check him on what basically. She feels as though, and she feels strongly about, yo, it's up to me to tell you what kind of man you can be. That's her idea of a relationship. Yo, watch this shit. I wish somebody would tell me this shit.
On Mother's Day?
Do I give my baby mamas gifts on Mother's Day?
Because they are caring for your children while you're at work.
It depends on how our relationship going.
Because they are caring for your children while you at work. That language right there, look, I want y'all to really think about that shit. And this is the next thing that black men have to defend against: women regurgitating these talking points and making themselves sound like they're these mothers that just are sacrificing, and they just every minute of the day, it's just so difficult, it's so hard. But not only that, when it comes to when women want something from the man and they happen to be the mother of the child, or even when they talk about it in a hypothetical sense, they'll talk about it by saying she's taking care of your children, she's raising your children, and this and that. Those kids came out of her vagina. What are you talking about? Those are y'all children. We're not, and those are all games that are played to get the man in the position of giving or justifying to the man, you owe me this because I've done this. Now, don't get me wrong, to a certain degree, men have always kind of accepted that level of responsibility and people kind of coming at them that way. But what you're starting to see is, again, is a lot of these talking points that only work if I believe if I believe you, or if I buy the whole, because basically, again, this works off the idea, or this is based off the idea that all women are marriage worthy, all women are good mothers, all women are ready to be mothers, all women all women are capable of being feminine, whether they're showing it to you or not. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? The woman's orgasm is a great metaphor for how relationships are with women. You know what I'm saying? When I learned and when I found out that women don't really care that much about getting ate out, if they like you, if they really rock with you, when you him, she not that concerned with if you ate her out or not. Just not that I have not heard that in years. I have not heard a complaint about, hey, yeah, you didn't eat me out. But again, women give different relationships to different dudes. All right, she has a bronze, a silver, a gold, a platinum, and a rose gold package for you based off of what you can afford. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass. You, my friend, have a basic membership. You haven't even thought about doing tiers, because men don't think like that. Women are always trying to negotiate the best deal. Now, old girl right here, she thinks she negotiating a deal. But anyway, but so she asked him about, do you buy them gifts? Obviously she got kids and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? This is all, you got to realize, everything women talk about is about them. They have to learn. Someone has to teach them to gain a self-awareness to really engage and understand and really really take in what someone's saying to you. That's something that comes over time. When I was younger, I couldn't connect with people when I was younger. I learned to connect with people when I got older. You know what I'm saying? And connect with them in a way where I'm not looking to get anything out of the interaction. I'm just interacting with you, or I'm okay with just listening to you or just vibing with you. You know what I mean? That's one thing I can say that I became better at after I started smoking, was that I became better at vibing with people, and people get a lot of anxiety from everything that happened all within one meeting or all at one time. A lot of people want everything all at one time, and you have no faith. Again, faith. I always have faith that over time things will change. I always have faith that things can become infinitely better. You have to have the same faith. But being optimistic is tough. It takes way more energy to be optimistic. It takes way more energy to have a positive attitude. But you can't have a positive attitude if it's nothing to look forward to. Pardon. And that's what I mean about faith.
On at that time of the year.
Can you co-parent?
I definitely co-parent.
And she's doing the shit where he's talking and she's asking another question before he can finish his sentence. These are all intimidation tactics. Like she thinks this is sexy. Yo, this is my man right here. he like go, what?
Are you
She said,
open to going to church?
And this is what I want to get to. That's what I wanted to get to. That's what I go. She said, are you open to going to church? What really bothers me, and I've had a few experiences like this, it really bothers me to see, and this is an ongoing trend, and it seems like the church is probably full of single black mothers, like full of them, and they have bought into a business where I'm not going to church, so I wouldn't know what's being said there, but obviously, yo, they are lying to y'all. I remember I met this girl on Hinge. It was the worst like video chat conversation ever. Like but I had like two of those. They both, and it was crazy that like again, no one I linked with on Hinge. It wasn't like I was really punching up, or I was meeting like some like bad Johns. I met a few girls that was cute on there, but most of them was cool. Most of them was all right and was cool. You know what I'm saying? And and that's okay. We don't judge, right? But even our conversations, like I remember. So the one I'm thinking about in particular, this is our first time talking ever. You know what I'm saying? And like she basically was like, all right, well, I'm moving to Texas and I'm gonna be going back and forth, but I still want to talk to you. And basically, the conversation wound up being an interview, like because she didn't have anything to say. It was like. I think I was just asking questions and I was looking for a back and forth and it just like wasn't happening. I said, oh wow, we're not having a back and forth at all. So anyway, there was another one, you know what I'm saying, where she was also dark skinned, you know what I'm saying? She was a little older and we had a video chat call. I was a little bit better, but it was like both of them just had no idea just how to connect with me like a human being. And to the point where, because again, the only setting that these two girls knew how to operate on was the setting where you guys are like getting towards the sex, or the guy is horny and he's kind of willing to kind of basically go with the flow until y'all can have sex. Whereas the point I was at, I'm not a young guy, I'm a little bit older, so it's not really a big deal for me to just kind of. We can kick it, not a bunch of times, but we could talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I want to really I want to feel as though we're getting to know one another. I want to feel as though we're really connected. You feel me? And it just wasn't like that. It was really weird. But going back to what I'm talking about. So anyway, so a few years later, I was trying to hit one. I was trying to hit the one that lived over here, and I forgot what her name was. You know what I'm saying? So I texted the wrong one, and it was the first one, the one that I wound up interviewing. And shit, she had me interviewing her like she was Beyonce or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was super awkward. So anyway, so we text a little bit. So I figured, all right, well,
Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce.
Dance party with Beyonce. So I remember I hit her up. So anyway, so we was talking, right? So I started flirting with her a little bit. And I didn't say nothing crazy, but like she didn't flirt back. I said, all right, well, she's not flirting back. So you got it. You know what I mean? I forgot what she said, but then she said, she says, basically, I said, because she was dark skinned. So I said something about her complexion or something about her looking good and everything. And what I think is really important is that when you meet women, yo, just start taking it there, start flirting right away. Because you need to know whether or not she like you or not. If she don't get excited or she don't smile or get happy about it, at least she don't have to have the flyers come back or nothing like that. But if she act like squeamish or act like basically you're violating her or making her uncomfortable if you flirt with her or you say anything suggestive to her, then the attraction level is not high enough, and you don't need to waste your time anyway. You want to deal with women who are really into you. You know what I'm saying? So. I think she asked me a question, and about what I said, and somehow all I know is that she said, "Oh well, because right now I'm celibate." You know what I'm saying? And I'm over here like, you celibate? I think we talked a little bit, we talked a little bit back and forth. And don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with being celibate. You know what I mean? But the thing about being celibate is this: for the men out there. Whenever someone has to completely abstain from something that people enjoy on a regular basis, that means that they have mismanaged or they have fucked up that bad. Like whenever someone has to go on a sobriety journey, that means that they have abused substances to that point that they have to go on a sobriety journey and talk about sobriety, meaning that they've had a bunch of negative, like really bad things happen in life. That's why people go on sobriety. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when it becomes a topic or a subject. You feel me? So, it's the same thing with vagina management. Shout out to Six the Goddess and Crimson Cure. You ever when a sign of poor vagina management, all right, is when they talk about a sobriety journey, but most importantly, the celibacy journey. Because I think she mentioned that she was going to church and stuff like that, which ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me? But the thing about that shit is that for one, you're grown and no one's waiting. No one's gonna who's gonna marry you before they can have sex? And let me tell you something. If you are about to be 40 years old telling a man you a celibate, that's how we know you're not able to convince him. It's fairly easy to convince a man to get into a relationship. And I realize that's just in this moment. It takes discipline for a woman to be in a relationship and do her job well every day. Because the lack of discipline and emotional regulation will make her feel like she can't do it today. Because again, women have to, it's a battle for inner control when it comes to not wanting to change things for the sake of experiencing the change so you can get the stimulus.